Hey guys, this is Sia here. As you can probably imagine from the title and my voice, I'm not in a great psychological mood, mental state, whatever you want to call it. My grandfather died today, 9 April of 2020 at 6:42 a.m. and it was I don't even know how to call it. It was shocking because it was the first time for me, and I was pretty close to him because he was very kind with me always, and he always did his best to try and make me feel safe and loved, even though maybe I didn't feel like it because my parents are divorced, and maybe he thought that I like sorry, I was very detached from my paternal side of the family because I couldn't understand how they could find my father interesting or even just love him, because I didn't. And I'm glad that some time ago I managed to speak with both my grandparents, and we managed to clarify everything. Then coronavirus came. As you can imagine, we were all pretty surprised by it, and the quarantine began. I live in Italy, so it was pretty sudden. And my grandfather wasn't the kind of man that was strong enough to face an emergency like this. And he started being paranoid about what was going to happen. And like after the 1st of March, he got a bit more panicky. And a week ago, he decided not to eat anymore. And this Sunday, he was still in a pretty decent shape, but at some point he decided to just give up, and on Monday they started giving him morphine to just ease it out, to ease his patches out. And I managed to see him Wednesday, and he wasn't even recognizable. He had an encephalite, so basically his brain got his brain had some bleeding, and he couldn't breathe well. He wasn't even really there. Maybe it was also because of the morphine, maybe, probably, I don't know. But what I can remember well, what I really liked, that made me feel relieved, was the fact that he basically just turned his head toward me when I called him the moment we decided to leave. And see him in that state turn his head toward me made me feel so relieved, because I felt that he recognized me, he loved me, despite whatever was going through. He knew I was there and he recognized me. So seeing him today after After we were told he was dead, seeing him resting, he was. I recognized him as my grandfather. And we're still in denial. All our cousins were there, say farewell to him, and we spent some time going through all the pictures and laughing and remembering what he used to do with us. And it was nice, very, very much nice. But at some point we were all chatting in the living room, and it felt like he was just maybe in the kitchen to clean the plates, or maybe downstairs grabbing some Coca-Cola, or I don't know. But then I remembered that in the other room he was there, and it felt weird. Luckily, since he didn't exactly have coronavirus, but he was indirectly affected by it. But since he wasn't a coronavirus victim, we could still have a proper funeral for him. Nothing much, a simple ceremony, very quick. But we can still see him and accompany him. So I'm glad we can do this. And because many other people just couldn't see their grandparents anymore once they found out that they were positive or suspected positive. They just couldn't see them anymore. They were just brought to the hospital, and then that was it. You couldn't even see them. If they died there, they died there. You couldn't see them anymore. They were just brought immediately to the graveyard. No ceremony, nothing. And he really cared about this, so being able to give him a proper ceremony is really important. Now, since it's been 7 minutes, and the speed paint stopped 6 minutes ago, and I don't want to just get bored at listening to me rambling about my grandfather. I just want to be sure that you guys can handle coronavirus properly. I know that in America, many of you are getting communications that you need masks, and I want to make sure that none of you just randomly decided to make one yourself because they're too expensive. Don't do that. I mean, masks can last for at least 6 hours, and most of the time a package contains 5 masks. And if you really, really, really can't do it, if you really can't manage to buy some, at least follow these guidelines. They must be made of material that is very thick, because this virus is a protein. Viruses are protein, and they can go through very small spaces. So if you really have to, just be sure that it's a thick material or fabric, and that it covers both your nose and mouth. But really, it must not have a single space of that's not sticking to the face. If you want to be more sure that it won't go around, put some elastics around your face and the mask. And one last thing, just be sure if you buy some hand washers, I don't remember how to call it in English, I'm sorry, but those creams to wash your hands when you don't have water and soap, just be sure that the ethanol percentage is more than 75%. If lower, it won't do anything. Please stay home. Don't move. We're still gonna stay home until the 1st of May, and probably even farther, because we want to be sure that no one is gonna go outside and go back to normal, and have at midway of May have another crisis of coronavirus because people didn't stay home long enough to be safe. And just find something to do, find anything that can keep you busy. Thank you guys for listening. I'm sorry for making the mood a bit more sad, but it was just, I needed to do this. I needed to vent it out, because if I don't realize it, it will be much harder. He was the first grandparents I lost. It was hard. It is hard. But I know he doesn't want to see me cry, but I still need to work it out. So if you don't see me post something, or if you see me post everything in 3 days, make like 3 map parts a day, just be reassured that I'm trying to cope with this and I'm not going mad. Thank you for listening, and please stay inside and stay safe. It all will go well. Andrà tutto bene. Bye.